G'day viewers, this is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel. This is part 2 of my Dumont Type 208B cathode ray oscilloscope restoration. Well, it's not a restoration video, but I'm actually in this video going to show you the innards of this oscilloscope. So as you can see, it pretty much has all the original components. All the components probably would have been replaced back in the early days, the 50s and 60s era. As you can see, that's all old brown resistors, wax paper capacitors, early electrolytic capacitors, and your big oil-filled PCB type capacitors, which I hear the PCB oil is actually quite dangerous, carcinogenic to the skin. And you've got your old valves, and underneath you've got a lot more valves. And you've got more old wax paper capacitors and PCB capacitors. All of those I will be replacing. And at the back here you've got more paper capacitors and some transformers. I think that's an early diode, I'm not sure, or no, it probably is a capacitor. I'll have to look that one up. Anyhow, I'm going to pause this video and switch over to the other side of switch the oscilloscope around and show you the other side. Okay, here's the other side of the oscilloscope. You can see a huge paper capacitor there. There's actually one on the other side, but I didn't show you it. So yeah, lots of paper capacitors that need to be replaced, and as well as those oil-filled PCB capacitors. And I believe those are electrolytics. Anyhow, once I finish restoring this oscilloscope, hopefully it should give me a better display on the tube. I believe all the valves are pretty well fine, although I should put them through a valve tester to be sure. I'm guessing the resistors should be okay as well, but I will check each one of them to see if they're in tolerance or not. Alrighty, I'll actually fire this up without the cover on and watch all the valves light up. Okay, wouldn't switch on. I just realised there is an interlocking switch, so that has to be pushed in order for the oscilloscope to fire up. I need to find a way to just push it in, hold it in while the cover's off. I'll work something out here, just give me a moment. Okay, I've now got switched on again. I've stuck a heavy object behind there and heavy piece of metal and gaffer taped it. So she's now fired up and all the valves are lit up. And you can hear that nice classic electronic hum as you'd hear in old electronics. And on display you can see the green line. I'm going to just turn off the flash on this camera because it's not doing justice to showing these valves, so I'll do that right now. Okay, flash is off. What I'm going to now do is switch off the lights. So there are all the valves lit up. Apologise for the bad focusing. Alrighty, I think I'll finish up this video now and actually get started on restoring this oscilloscope. Stay tuned for the next video when I've actually done some restoration work. This is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel, signing out.